Good morning, YouTube. Mr. Boom here. So the next video for the Maverick that I'm going to be posting is going to be, there have been a handful of requests for different measurements, tailgate height, bed width, length, all of that stuff. A lot of this information is available online, but I know that, well, clearly people are questioning or skeptical of that actual information. So I have my trusty tape measure that I dropped, so sorry about that. But I'm going to get all of those measurements for you, and I've got a list of them written down in my head. So I'm going to go over all of that. There were some requests to see some features on the inside that I didn't go over in the last video, and there's a couple other things like the cups, what size cups, will tumblers fit in certain spots, cup holders in the back, XYZ, yada yada yada. So going to get the camera set up on the tripod and start doing some measurements for you guys, and hopefully this gets you more information that is beneficial to you that isn't readily available online just yet. So if you have any questions or any other requests that I can fulfill, please put it in the comment section below. Give the video a thumbs up. It does help with the algorithm. And I did notice that about 97% of the viewers on that last video aren't subscribers. So if you are interested in more Maverick content, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and hit the notification button so you can see more videos, because I do plan on doing a lot of videos and content over the next month or so for you guys. So please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification button. It does help. So thank you again. Alrighty, so got the tripod set up. Like I said, one of the first, actually it's been one of the more common questions that I've been getting asked is, what is the height of the tailgate to the ground? And this is the four-wheel drive version, so it does sit just a little bit higher than what the two-wheel drive version does, so nothing crazy. But to the ground, it is right at, so I'm going to set the tape measure to where it's at, so it is locked in place for you guys. So you can see, it is right at 29 inches. So again, just so you can see, 29 inches to the base of the tailgate right there. And then the actual height, and please excuse me, like I said, I'm not a professional by any means on this stuff, but another one of the requests that I keep getting is the height of the actual bed to the bedside. So what I'll do is I will get one from where it goes down. And if you look, so what I'll do the same thing. Got that there. It's set down. So if I stop it right where it's at, it is, from the height, it is 20, and you can kind of see it right at 20.5 inches with the bottom ridge. Can you see it on the camera? You can't. The bottom ridge right there. And if I go from the top one, it takes it to right at 20 inches. So these little rivets right here, or raised sections of the bed, are right at 1/2 inch. Another one of the requests that I've seen in the comment section as well as on Facebook and the forums is tie downs. Sorry, I've got some allergies going on, but if you look, there is a tie down right here, a tie down right here. Same thing on the passenger side, tie down, and then on the bed right there, there's a tie down as well. So you've got 6 tie downs total in the bed. Of people were giving me a hard time because I kept saying that the XLT is a base model. My daily is a Platinum F-150. That's why I'm calling it a base model. It's obviously not a base model. It's just a lesser optioned vehicle. Another neat little feature that I found that I didn't really realize when I was looking at the Maverick originally was you've got plenty of storage space inside the bed itself. So this little panel right here pops off, and you can see a nice little cubby, and there's actually some space down in here as well. So what I will do, so you can see it a little bit better, is get in there, and you can see, like I said, down inside here is a little cubby. So that dropped right down in there. So I'll get that put back in real quick. And there's one on the other side as well, and it looks like it actually bolts. So a little added security, and based on what it looks like, they are 10mm bolts. I'm not going to pop those off just because I don't want to make an extremely long video this time, but there is one, like I said, on the passenger side as well, and you can see the 4 bolts right there. The next request that I've seen was actual bed width of the truck. So I'll do a couple different measurements. I'll do the entrance of the tailgate, and that comes in right at 48 3/4 inches. So you guys can see. 48 3/4. Set the tripod back here. We will go to the wheel well. And wheel well to wheel well, it is 42.5. I'm not going to come back over and get the tripod, so you guys are just going to have to trust me on that. And then at the widest spot in the bed, it is 53, almost 53 exactly. If you don't include the flex bed plates, it is 53 3/8. So you've got that right there. And then another little neat thing on the truck that I found was, so you've got your 12-volt DC flex stuff right in here. Because it's an XLT, I don't think it's quite the same, but you do have the ability to run power to here, as well as over here. Pop that out. So you can see you've got the wires there, so I would assume it's just a matter of changing the plugs. Sorry that it wasn't quite lined up for you. And as I've already mentioned, the third brake lights, you can see F-150 over there, F-150 there, the Maverick here. The third brake lights are the exact same. So that is, I've already got a third brake light ordered from Recon. I am a dealer for them, so if you're interested in getting a third brake light, please let me know. And then I've got some crap in here. I'm gonna pause the video, clean this out real quick. Alrighty, now that I've got the back cleaned out, ladies, get you a man that spoils you and get you ridiculously sized teddy bears. Fellas, treat your ladies right. Get her ridiculous sized teddy bears. So I actually have my tie downs that I use for when I'm hauling cars, trucks, whatever. There was a question about cup holders in the back. As you can see, the back does have 2 cup holders. I have one of my shakers. Fits in there just fine. And then another question was about tumblers. Tumbler fits in there just fine. Both of those fit just fine. And then for the doors, you can see tumbler's not going to fit in there very well, or right there, so I wouldn't recommend that. This is the larger tumbler of the few, also boom. But shaker will fit in there, and it'll fit in there as well, so you're good there. There is a outlet back here for like a phone charger or whatever, and you've got your little neat little stuff for like a 3D printer case or stand or whatever you want to call it. In the back there is not a, and again, as you can see, I am 5'11", 240. This seat, I like sitting back a little bit further, so I have about, we'll say, 2 fingers worth of space between the seat. That is where the wife sits. She's 5'7" and 100 pounds less than I am, and you can see there is a good bit of difference between legroom. So I know another question was, would like car seats or stuff like that fit? Unless you've got a car seat for a 4-year-old toddler that is just gigantic, I don't see why it wouldn't fit. There is very comparable space between the front and back seat as there is in the Ford Edge or like the Focus or something like that. So while I'm not 100%, I'm going to say that I am extremely confident that it will fit. So if you have, you know, little ones, by all means, go ahead and feel safe knowing that you can fit a car seat. So I'm going to pause this real quick and hop out. All right, got that stuff out. The next question that I got was under seat storage as well as some storage in the back behind the seat. So what I'll do is you have a pull handle, and I know it's a little dark right here, but you can kind of see the pull handle right here. So you pull that out and that lifts the rear seat up. So lift it up, it's locked into place. There isn't a lot of space right here. So if you're wanting to fit, you know, big boxes or stuff in the cab, you're gonna be kind of hard pressed. But what I'm gonna do is get my tie down bag, excuse me, and you can see fits in there just fine. Plenty of space there. So what I'll do is I will pull that lever, set it back down, locks into place, no issues whatsoever with that. And there is one on each side. That side is a little bit deeper. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to that mode, turn the flashlight on, and that should help. Yeah, there you go. So you can see plenty of space there. Another question that I got was the actual depth and measurements. So I'm gonna pause this real quick and get my tape measure. Alrighty, have the tape measure. I'm gonna go ahead and extend it out a little bit so you guys can see. It's down there in the very bottom, and it is just at, you can see, 9 inches deep, pretty much all the way across. And then inside the base, it is, flip it around. Sorry for the crazy camera, guys. I am doing this all on my own. I am not a professional YouTuber. I don't have a cameraman or anything crazy like that, so I'm doing it as I learn. But as you see, it's against the edge over there, 20 inches wide. So it's 9 inches deep, 20 inches wide, and the depth is, we'll get to the widest spot, and sorry for all the noise. So looks like it is right at 9 inches deep, so, or wide. So it is 9 inches wide, 9 inches deep, and 20 inches long, or 20 inches long. That side is a little bit longer because it does extend over a little bit. So overall, same measurements. You should be able to, if you decided you want to take this compartment out, which I don't think you'll be able to, but I would assume that there will be aftermarket companies. And as I mentioned, I plan on doing some audio. I may throw a sub in there. More than likely not. I think I might put it in the back. So the other question was, since we're on that topic, is the back. I'm going to pull, same thing, you've got a handle here, pull that down. And as you can see, it does hit that right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the headrests off real quick. And to do that, super simple. You just hit that knob right there and lift out. So I'm going to go to the other side real quick. Let me pause this. Alrighty, got both headrests off. You can see them right there. So I'm just going to set it down in the floor. So another question, random, was floor mats. The back didn't come with floor mats. The front did. And if you look on the post that I made in the Maverick group, you can see the picture. And I'll show you guys here in a second. But here is the seat pretty much all the way down. And you can push down on it and get some more weight on there. But to give you guys an idea, there is plenty of space back here. And since you guys were asking about car seats, you can see they do have anchors in 3 spots. So it is designed to have car seats. You have your tether hook right here. Looks like you've got your, I believe this is actually the amp, or no. I'm not sure what this is, so I'm not gonna make any claims, but I would assume it is the amp for the speakers or the inverter for the 12 volt possibilities in the bed. Here you can see you've got your jack and whatnot secured. And if I go back, what I'll do is I'm not gonna lock it into place, but you can see there is a good bit of space back here. I know it's hard to see because I'm using one hand for that and one hand for measuring, but there's a good bit of space back here. So if you are wanting to do like a subwoofer box on the back wall, you should absolutely be able to do one right there on that side, or, you know, have the amp rack right here and the sub over there. So if you are wanting to save your space in here, I would definitely consider the box in the back. What I think I might do is, if you guys are familiar with like MTI Acoustics in College Station, Texas, I might be getting with them here shortly to see if they want to use this for some research and development and whatnot there, but not 100% sure. So we're going to move to the front now, do the same cup holder test, give you guys ideas on what that looks like. So for the doors, passenger door is the same as the driver door. You can lay a shaker down here. You can't really fit a cup too well. You can fit one right there, so plenty of space there, or lay it down again. And then the Yeti tumbler will fit in there as well. Plenty of space. It is a little bit, you can see it pushes the door panel out a little bit, but it is in there. I would make sure you have a lid on there just to be safe. You have your 2 cup holders here, one there, one there. And then yesterday while I was driving it, I noticed that mine is an XLT. It doesn't have the luxury package, but you've got a little cubby right here for a phone. I'm not sure if the Lariat has a phone charger built in, a wireless charger, but what I will do is I'm going to flip. Hi. And you can see it sits down in there. Obviously you can't see, but it's sitting down in there nice and secure. You also have the ability, so I'm going to flip the camera. Lights on. So I've got a charger here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug this, and you can set your phone right in here as well. And you can see it's setting up vertically. So it's really nice if you've got like GPS, and that would be for right here. And you've also got for like a charger, you can see if you wanted to, you know, put like a grommet or a hole down in there and run your charger through the console and back up, you could do that. And then more storage there, and then this is removable, and there is some cubbies in here as well. That would be, I would assume, like on the Lariats. I'm not going to pop it off. I don't have any tools on me readily available, but that would be for what I will assume is charging your battery. And judging by this, I would also assume that you will have the ability to have an electric or a wireless charger for your phone. So there's that. And then again, I'm going to plug my charger back in here. You've got more storage here, so this is a great spot for like a wallet and the orange accent. I actually do like it. Change holder right there. Again, your electric parking brake, your different drive modes, your hand-free, and all of that. And the console, decent sized little console. It's definitely not as big as my F-150 console, but there is space in there, so you're good to go there. Nothing crazy though, so you know, don't plan on bringing your house on a road trip. But there is plenty of storage there for miscellaneous items, you know, small purses, stuff like that. You've got a little cubby right here as well. And then there is, again, another little storage cubby up here. You can see it is the hard plastic composite material like I mentioned in the previous video. You've got, I like this. This is nice and kind of rigid and rugged right here. So that stuff, all nice little accents that Ford did. And then in your glove box, it might not open all the way, but you have a nice deep glove box. My truck did come with an owner's manual, so I can't speak for everybody. I would assume that you will get an owner's manual as well if you have an XLT or a Lariat. It didn't come with one of the nice little books though, so you've got that. Other than that, I don't think there was anything else that anybody was really curious about. You do have, if I can get it to pop down, sunglass holder up there. And I will say one thing that I do like about like the XLT versus say my F-150 is you do have a mirror right here. There isn't lighting. I am going bald, but you have a mirror on the driver's side and the passenger side. So that's nice. You've got your oh crap handle for your passenger on the right side if you're getting rowdy off-road. And that's pretty much it as far as the questions that I've gotten that I can think of. I am going to, I know that there were a couple others. People were curious about the width of the Maverick. So what I'll do is I will set the camera back up on the tripod real quick. So now that that's set up and widened, I'm gonna set it back a little bit and just take my tape measure, all the way across the bed, and I'm going to extend it out about an inch because it does actually extend it out. So it's about 6 inches from the edge of this to the fender flare, so I will extend it 6 inches off that side and 6 inches to this side, and it comes in right at 6 feet wide at the widest point of the body. If you look at the mirrors, you can see that those do extend out a little bit. So what I'll do is, kind of hard to do it from there, but if you look, you can see it extends out about 5 inches. So what I'll do is measure from here to here, and the mirror themselves is right at 10.5 inches wide from the base. So if you take 5 inches of that, we'll say that it's just under 7 feet wide. It is definitely substantially less wide than the F-150. As you can see, it's loaded with miscellaneous crap from our old house. I'm still in the process of moving. But with the F-150, I absolutely cannot pull into my 8-foot wide garage bay with the mirrors out. This door is 8 feet wide, this one is 18. With the Maverick, no issues backing in. There is about 3 or 4 inches of space on each side of the mirror, which is very nice. So that was a plus for the Maverick as far as the size. As you can see in the back, our garage is 25 and change deep to the wall, not to the bump stop. And as you can see, with the tailgate down, there is ample space. This kickback here is 3 feet. There is each of these little panels, the wood plank looks are 5 inches. So we'll say right at 11 inches because it is a little bit forward, you can see. So right at 4 feet of space between the tailgate and the wall. And then up front, again, you can see plenty of space. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we'll say 7 blocks, so 35 inches, which is just under 3 feet. So we've got right around 7 feet of total clearance on the front to rear. And then again, as you can see, it is not wide whatsoever as far as the garage goes. And that concludes pretty much everything. I didn't have my sales guy Ernesto at Bluebonnet Ford go over any of the features or anything like that because I've done a good bit of research online and whatnot. But one thing that I did find out that was kind of confusing to me, so if you look down there, this is for the hood latch. It says 2 times. So I wasn't paying attention. It was dark. I pulled it 1 time. If you come back around to the front, you can see, again, this is something that your sales guy should tell you. There's no handle or latch or anything like that to release the hood. So the reason why it says 2 times is you pull it again and listen. You heard that little click right there, and it unlatches the hood. So one thing that I will definitely be doing is adding hood struts to it because it does come with the actual stand. Set it in there. But other than that, pretty straightforward, pretty simple. You can see the engine bay, lots of wiring, lots of vacuum lines, lots of space as well. So definitely anxious to see what's possible with this. I am going to swing by Cobb since they are based out of Austin here in the next few days. The truck is getting taken apart today officially to start doing the paint work. One of the questions that I know a lot of people had was grill size or emblem size, fog lights. We'll go over that if your truck doesn't have the tow hooks. As you can see, it is one solid piece around. There will be aftermarket options for that at some point, I am sure. So stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for the numerous videos on everything on this truck is going to be getting paint matched. This will be getting paint matched. This will be getting paint matched. This will be getting paint matched. Tail lights inside will be getting paint matched. Third brake light, custom ones ordered, will be getting paint matched. Handles will be removed and paint matched. Mirrors will be removed and paint matched. Emblems removed and paint matched. Grill removed and paint matched. Emblem removed and paint matched. Front bumper removed and paint matched. Headlights removed and paint matched. So again, stay tuned for progress on the build video. Please give it a thumbs up. Again, if you had questions that I somehow missed or didn't answer, please post them in the comment section below and I will just answer them in the video. If you would like actual video of me proving or answering the questions and showing you exactly what you wanted to see, let me know. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Like I said earlier in the video, you know, about 97% of the viewers on the last video weren't subscribers. So if you're interested in the Maverick content, I will be posting a lot of it. Again, thank you for watching, especially if you made it through all 24 minutes. And I appreciate the support and the follows and views and comments. And I hope that this video answered any questions that you guys may have. If it didn't, again, answer them in the or post them in the comment section below, and I will do my best to answer them. I got about 150 comments on the last video. Tried to answer all of them. I'm still going through and answering them as I can, but I am busy. So thank you again for watching. Boom.